let's make a cute bunny butt. You're going to need a round foam disc, a microfiber towel, some snowballs from the Christmas section or palms, some permanent vinyl, or some adhesive foam sheets in your choice of color. The microfiber towel has two sides. One side is a little bit furrier than the other. So choose which side you want to display and cut around your foam disc, giving yourself enough room all along the edges to be able to pull that material to the back of the foam disc. So you're going to use your glue gun on low temp and pull your material, which is stretchy, so it has some give to it. Pull it to the back of your foam disc and glue it down all along the edge. And you want to use your glue gun on low temp because you don't want to melt your foam disc. And then once you have that all pulled around and glued down, you have a nice base for your bunny butt. Nice and furry. And so then you're just going to take your scissors and you are going to cut all that excess fabric off the back of the foam disc to give it a nice, even look. And then I like to give my projects a finished look in case you can see them on the back side of your project. So I took a white felt sheet and just cut my circle out. Just a rough guess there, and then once I have it cut out, I just trim all along the edges to make it more even, and then glue that down to my bunny butt base to give my project a nice finished look. There we go. And then I made some templates out of cardboard, but I'm actually going to trace them and cut them on foam board. And you don't have to do this. This is optional. You can just use those cardboard pieces. But the reason I did it was because the foam board is thicker than the cardboard and it looks better than those very thin pieces. So here I am just tracing my templates out onto the foam board, and I'm going to cut all of those out, and then I'm going to put the microfiber towel on all of those pieces. As you can see there, I went ahead and did those, so you didn't have to watch me do that. But basically it was the same thing with the foam disc. You're just going to put that microfiber towel all around those pieces. So now we're going on to the pads of the feet of the bunny. And last time I used permanent vinyl, but this time I'm going to use an adhesive foam sheet in the color blue. And the reason I did this was because that permanent vinyl is very, very thin, and I wanted a thicker look. So here I'm just using a medicine cup. If you have kids, you have these laying around. And I'm just going to trace out the bottom of the cup because it was the perfect size for the top of the pads of the feet. And I should have done it on the back side of that adhesive foam sheet so that I wouldn't have to try to get rid of my pen marks there. I do it on the next one, but on this one I did not do it. I got these adhesive foam sheets from Walmart. They came in a pack of different colors. I really wanted this blue, and it worked out perfectly. I think the whole pack was like $3.47 or something like that. So I'm going to use these on many more projects. So I'm going to cut 2 of those pads out, the larger pads, and then I'm going to cut out 6 smaller pieces for the toes. Also a good size to use is a 1/4 to make this size of pads. I think I used a 1/4 last time instead of that medicine cup. So quarter worked out perfectly. And then for the smaller pads, which are the toes, I used a dime. But on this one, I'm actually going to use a lip gloss container. So here I'm going to glue my feet down, and I'm just figuring out where I want to place them. And you want to make sure you hang those feet off of the foam disc a little bit to make it look more realistic. And I used a generous amount of hot glue to put those down to make sure that they didn't fall off. And once I have those glued down, now I'm going to take the little pads that I cut out and put those on there for the pads of the feet and the toes. And like I said, the foam sheets have adhesive backing, but I wanted to make sure that they have extra, I guess, insurance that they wouldn't fall off. So I put a little bit of hot glue on each one of those to make sure that they stuck on there really well. And I laid them all down to make sure that I had the placement right of exactly where I wanted them to go. And then I gave them each one a little bit of hot glue. Once you have all those glued down, looks really good. Looks like a bunny butt. So then I wanted to add some ears to it. So here I'm just figuring out where I wanted to place my bunny ears. And to make sure that it wasn't going to go anywhere, I didn't want to just use hot glue. So I ended up getting some toothpicks, and I'm going to insert those into the ears, and then I'm going to insert it into the bunny butt base. So when you put these toothpicks in, you want to be careful that you don't make them come out the other side of the ears. So you want to push them in just a little bit and very carefully. Then when you get ready to push it into your bunny butt base, you want to push holding on to those toothpicks so that they don't go farther into the ears and end up poking out the other side. So kind of hold on to those toothpicks and gently push into the base. Don't go all the way in just yet. You want to leave a little space because you're going to put a bead of hot glue right at the base of those ears. And that ended up giving me a really good hold and didn't seem like they were going to come out at all. So once I got both of them in there, then I moved on to the tail. You can use a pom-pom, but this was a snowball from the Christmas section. So I just kind of fluffed it out a little bit to make it look more like a bunny tail and a little bit fuzzier instead of just kind of compact. And I put a generous amount of hot glue on it and glued it down to the bunny butt base. And it held really well too. It stuck really well to that microfiber towel. I put it more towards the top of the bunny butt. Just hold it down and make sure it glues really well and it's stuck on there. And that's basically it, guys. That's how you make your very own bunny butt. I ended up getting 2 bunny butts out of all the materials that I purchased, and it was a little bit more than buying the standard $1.25 bunny butt from the Dollar Tree, but I liked it much better. It turned out much cuter. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this video and enjoy making your own bunny butt. Thank you guys. Bye.